I'm driving up, and driving up is fine, but I'm probably driving.
I guess we'll soon find out.
Looks like they're both thinking about their sevens here. I see a decent amount of lands in Calvin's hand.
Alright, let's try it.
Yeah. If my plans change, I'll let you know.
Saw a couple of lords as well. Looks like he got a solid hand. He did forget to draw though.
That does make life a little bit difficult.
Yeah, I believe Calvin did forget to draw for his turn 1. That's a little awkward. Somebody might want to tell him.
Yeah, like this is pretty simple to fix. Like just count his hand.
Yeah, really.
So if he has 5 cards in hand, he did it wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had 5 cards in hand, and I did not see a mulligan.
He didn't even blink about it. He just like, whoop, I'm just gonna play my Merfolk. Yep, that's
think
5.
he'll discover it? Oh, will he notice?
I don't think he'll notice, but it's really awkward.
Yeah, that's super awkward.
Just whoops.
What that happened? What is the problem?
Calvin didn't draw his card for turn.
Yeah.
That is the problem.
Yeah.
He drew it for this turn.
Yeah. Well, it looks like he's just gonna play a card down.
1 out of 2. So what would you rather get him off of here, white mana or black mana?
Why you give me islands? I want no islands.
I would probably hit the manland rather than the overgrown.
Do you think if Calvin was more like protective of his hand here, he'd try to hit the black source?
Double lord. This hand's.
Yeah, if this was triple, if this was like triple lord, it'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
God, could you imagine if Cabal Therapy were legal in this format?
Please. I feel like Pyromancer decks would be a lot better.
Yeah, Grixis would actually be like probably the top tier deck.
Just casting Cabal Therapy with Gataxian Probe. Ugh. Legacy things. Just legacy things.
Just legacy things. Well, he did manage to take him off white mana, it looks like.
Yeah.
And I think it's time for a lord
It's
here.
a good choice here. He looks like he drew a Phantasmal Image return, so we should be expecting a lord the following turn with possibly a Vapor Snag.
I think it's lord this turn.
Yeah, lord
Attack
this turn,
return.
Phantasmal Image next turn.
What? Oh, interesting. Copying a Goyf.
This is a way to do it.
I'm not sure about this, but this is what's happening.
He could technically. He could. I don't know how to validate this.
I'm sure he has a perfectly good reason.
Maybe. Well, I don't know about the ravings of a person who didn't draw for the very first turn.
Yeah. This is probably the second most questionable play he's made this match.
Second question. I didn't know drawing a card was a play.
Or the lack thereof.
Or the lack thereof. Just. Because I know, like, it's a rules infraction to draw more cards.
But just not drawing one?
Yeah, I feel like that it's still a rules infraction, but it's kind of.
Sec.
I wonder if he'll get the Goyf.
Ah.
I feel like you're already invested into this Goyf.
Yeah, you're very invested in this Goyf. This Vapor Snag, though, he did not Vapor Snag EOT either. What is going on? I don't have words for this.
Yeah. Maybe he sees something that's not there that we don't see.
You're just giving him a massive benefit of a doubt here, aren't you? I'm about ready to just start.
Hey, man. Maybe we can get a guest feature here from The Real Deal and see what he has to say about this.
Hard no. I am
hard no?
vetoing this.
Hard no? Oh. The Real Deal is, in fact, the real deal.
This is so mana inefficient. Oh.
Better late than never. It'd be a lot worse if he had like double Lord in hand.
Yeah.
Looks like he's Obero and then a Master. Looks like he's a Harbinger of the Tides.
He's really thinking about not playing this Lord here.
He's really thinking about. I don't know if he goes for the Harbinger.
What? Doesn't that bounce a tap creature?
It does, and if you pay 2 more, it has Flash.
I'm really. I'm trying to see the line here. I really am. However, this goif he has, it's legit.
Yeah. It did attack in for 4, which is more than a Lord of Atlantis would right now.
Yeah, but the following turn, I think the Lord deals more damage.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So, like, if he would have went, just play the Lord,
On
and
the-
pass, and then Phantasmal Image Lord, attack, he could then... Oh, well, he's taking a different line to it.
Yeah, absolutely. He did make one right play. He did take Durdle off of a white source. The only white source he's played.
I hope that just... I really hope that's not the reason he loses this game.
And there goes the goif.
Goif down. Looks like he's probably going to take 3 here.
Lord?
Is that really his
You
hand?
just leave it out there.
I think one Lord. Lord Silvergill. So Silvergill Lord here.
What if he doesn't, though?
We are about ready to see.
Can we just
I kind of hope he plays the Lord first, just so I can rail.
Okay, no, he doesn't. He did.
Okay.
So he's taking back the card he didn't draw for turn. Attack for 3. 7.
How is he at 7?
Did we miss something?
I think he should be at like 16... 13? He should be at like 13 because he killed the goif. Or killed the lily with the goif. Well, if Chad says he's at 7, you know what? It's his life total.
This game.
This game indeed. Some days I just don't have words for this game.
Magic, man.
Magic.
Is this a master?
Yeah.
You get 3 tokens here.
Sure.
Isn't it 4?
Oh yeah, 4. Whoops.
Oh, 5 because of spraying seas. Bang.
5.
Only a damnation will save me now. I can't even cast it.
You are correct, Durdle. Plays land, plays damnation.
Casual
cheat.
slow rolled. That's a game 1 there. As I stated, spreading seas does work.
Didn't need no draw for turn.
You know what? I don't need my first draw. You can go first, and I won't draw.
He's putting dirt on the handicap. Don't say yes.
I honestly may have fucked up on that one.
Like big
I
time.
mean, you played a card pretty quickly and passed.
Yeah, he only had 5 cards in hand after playing Creature
Dude,
Land.
I've been up since like 4:30 this morning. I probably could have. They transferred me to a new store at work. I got promoted, and my new store is 55 minutes away. It does suck, but it's a promotion, so...
But it's a promotion.
They say it's only 2 weeks, so hopefully it's only 2 weeks, but we'll see.
That's about as bad as my morning commute.
Mm.
I'm too
I've got a
broke for
solid
that.
hour,
I wanna
so-
pick it up,
Jeez.
but I can't afford it until Thursday.
On the bright
But it
side, I
does
don't
look
have to be at work
really,
till late.
really awesome.
Is that like those promotions where they're like, it's like an army officer, and they're like, you're gonna go to Alaska,
I'd
or
like
like
to
just
play
like some
but,
just some place, just some like.
My PC's nowhere near
Yeah,
where it needs to
we're
be.
sending you to
much of my
the ass crack of Guam.
Yeah, yeah, there's some penguins that need watching.
Yeah, you see this tip of Antarctica here that almost touches South America? Yeah, you're going to be on the Antarctica side.
I wonder if Durdle just like is like thinking just like I lost to a Merfolk player that didn't draw on the draw.
Like, who's that more tilting for? Durdle or Calvin?
Oh, Calvin like, just like breezed. He's like, oh, I guess not.
Oh well.
Durdle's just like, wow. I spent $5 on my deck foiling it out. Doesn't even give me what I want.
You get beat by a 15-cent spreading seas.
I don't know. Spreading Seas. Oof, that's a card.
Problem is that they only give you 15 cards for a sideboard.
It's a problem for some decks, but for some others, it's really not.
Yeah.
They would wish you have less.
Yeah, it's like,
Essentially, you could do
well, you don't have to play a full 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, how different would it be if you got like
Agree with any Harry cards?
30 cards?
Those are
Like, that'd just be ridiculous. It's just like, oh, I've got all these cards for this matchup. Games 2 and 3 would be a lot more miserable for
Okay.
everyone.
Okay, how about 20? Do you think 15 is just like the right amount?
I feel like 15 is a solid amount. 20 might actually be acceptable in Modern, just because the format is so, like, diverse. And the matchups are so swingy.
Yeah.
So having those extra cards would actually probably make the format a little better, in my opinion.
Especially in like certain matchups where it's just like, oh, you played this one card, like Stony Silence, just I lost. It's kind of awkward.
Could you imagine a 20 or 30 card sideboard in Legacy where you have wishes?
Oh my.
Come on, Burning Wish, Cunning Wish, we're playing it all.
Yeah, just oh my god.
We're going to play Living Wish in the sideboard for my Burning Wish.
Could you imagine what Splinter Twin would have been like? You wouldn't have even.
You're welcome, Snock.
514.
514, I apologize.
I said, imagine how good Splinter Twin would have been. If Goyf was blue, you wouldn't have had to splash screen for Tarmo Twin.
What is he talking about? Tarmogoyf has always been blue.
You wouldn't even need to.
Yeah, isn't it just like blue one and then like
He is the bluest
4 or 5?
of blue creatures.
Goyf
He's been blue since before next level blue.
would be the best deck in the format.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, you probably just play Grixis. You turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2, play Goyf.
I kind of want to play this deck. Oh wait, it's called Jund.
I believe you did. I don't know. You want to do it again? Feel free.
If you want to do it again.
Misdrawing, so hell, let's make it that.
I missed wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the play again. I will not be drawing a card this time. Or this time. I didn't. Yeah.
I would hope you maybe Durdle drew the card for him. He
That
was
would
like,
explain everything.
He's like,
right
okay,
there.
you didn't draw your card, I'll draw it. Just
It's like, I clearly need the more help here. Your
Yeah.
Spreading Sea is too OP.
didn't hit 4th land. Did it hit first white source other than like the Wildwood, which was an island?
God, I love Spreading Seas. The 8 Spreading Seas deck back in that standard format, so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that that was a viable deck just because, like, Jund was in the format. It's like, let's attack your awful, awful mana base. Durdling on his opener.
Yeah. You would think there would be a time limit because of him.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
You know what Durdle reminds me of? What I think a legacy player he'd be? Reset. Like the Reset High Tide decks.
No, because those decks move faster than the Time Spiral High Tide decks. I view him more of a Joe Lissette.
Joe Lissette.
Yeah, it's just like consider. Yeah, I guess I'll leave my top like that.
Okay, no. How about the double top same turn people?
Oh god,
Like
yeah.
the people like they like looked at the 3 cards and they put them back in the exact same order.
And then top again.
And they're like,
And they actually pay the mana to top again.
looks like we have some sideboard cards here.
What's going on here? Pithing Needle and
Relic, Progenitus.
I'm unsure of what's going on here.
Yeah, but Durdle is probably honing in on that Spreading Seas. That's like probably gonna put him in his place again.
Draw cards. I don't like you drawing cards.
Well, he didn't draw one last game.
Instead of going after the card that is going to destroy his mana base, he goes after the creature.
Just the ones.
Okay, how sick of it is... Okay, just imagine here. Calvin draws Cataxian Probe. Chad reveals triple Verdant Catacombs. Pithing
Is
Needles...
he going to Pithing Needle?
Pith...
Oh, just go straight after Lily.
Just like... Could you just imagine, like, Durdle's face? Like, he stares at his like, 2 or 3 Verdant Catacombs. Just
Yeah,
like...
I was really hoping he would name a fetch land. I really was. I know, I remember one time I was playing High Tide and my opponent, like, plays Pithing Needle. And it's like, I need to fetch here, don't I? No, he won't name that. He'll name, Candelabra. Totally named my fetch land. And it's like, 1 mana Stone Rain. This is brutal. Plays Dude here? I think it's Plays Dude.
Seize your swamp.
Disagree with that play, but hey, what do I know? I'm not the one winning on camera.
Looks like Jake found that funny there.
Felt like I needed it. Needed to make the offer.
He has another Spreading Seas in hand. He's just going to Spreading Seas all the lands. All of the lands. They all need to be islands.
Can we hope for more?
I hope all 4 Spreading Seas hit the battlefield. Like, that's the only way I'm going to enjoy this anymore.
I'm kind of curious whether what Calvin's doing here with his hand. Like, he has 3 cards, then he has 2 cards that are just like there. I wonder if...
I think those are the ones Durdle knows. And
Yeah.
he's just being an applied opponent here.
Yeah, but usually, like if you know your... Like, he does, like, how he's doing it there. Like, just keeps him down, keeps him up. He's just, like, looking, shuffling around those 3, while those 2 are just, like...
It almost makes me feel like someone is...
He almost puts his, awful, promo art.
That's a godless shrine.
Yeah,
Fact.
it looks so bad. And you can't even tell the difference between that and a fetch land. Like, I
I can
hate
tell
those
the
artworks
difference.
so much.
Honestly, SCG could hire me to, like, name them off the tiny game. I'd get him every time. That'd be in, like the payment requirement. It has to name correctly.
Thoughtseize coming here.
Okay, so how scared is Durdle here to the seconds?
He just pukes. I approve. He's
Oh.
taking the Lord?
He pointed I think
Please
he's
tell
like-
me he took the Lord. Please tell me he took the Lord.
Another Spreading Seas?
Yes! Fear the Spreading Seas.
Calvin, this is where you rub it in his face and say, I drew it off the first one.
He has to take the Spreading Seas here, otherwise he's just out of this game.
Yeah, right? Just so
Apparently, 3-color decks do not like islands.
Who knew? Like,
It's some next level play. Plays a
Treetop?
forest.
treetop.
Yeah.
It's a treetop.
It's going to be an island.
watch out.
Mm.
He could have Spell Snare.
That is a legitimate card in this format that he could have.
Which now that I think about it, I probably should just whatever.
Yeah, the fact that he didn't play the one he already knew about. Cringe.
I'm good. I don't like having land in this game.
No?
Nah.
You know how Durdle felt the game one.
Yeah. Durdle just returned the favor with the cut.
Just like the feels bad on both sides here. Ooh, I see a Knight of Soul's Betrayal in Durdle's hand here.
Yeah, that's going to be a little painful here.
Looks like he's making an anti-lord.
So your lords are now 1/1s till you play a second lord. Knight of Soul's Betrayal doesn't seem that great because it just like negs one of your lords out.
Mm-hmm.
No! Don't do it!
2. Definitely 2.
Correct.
I was at 16, right?
Yeah, he should be at 14. Okay. Legendary Enchantment. Brag.
Could you imagine if it wasn't? Just like,
Multiples of that? Blah. Well, I guess you have the 5 mana one that curses. And only hits your
oh yeah,
opponent.
Curse of Death's Hold.
Yeah. Rhino! It's so rhino-y.
Because we casting rhinos.
Woohoo, Rhino!
You lose.
I feel like we should have like a Gur voice whenever somebody casts a Rhino on camera and just goes, Rhino! Or something
It's like, or no, it's like a stampeding noise. It's like the second one coming.
the second one is coming. We all know
I
this.
would name
It
this
is a
deck
simple matter of
If I go
fact.
to an SCG event, that's what I'm going to name this deck. Rhinos for Harambe.
Oh, geez.
Rhinos for Harambe.
Bringing the pain here for 6. Down to 11
Hold on.
and a
I'm going to go
fetch.
to 6.
He's gonna fetch, get a
And-
Ghost Quarter, Ghost
No.
Quarter himself.
Fetch for Ghost Quarter.
Yeah.
Path you, bro.
Okay, so Path is incoming.
This ugly piece of shit.
It's clearly the worst on the board. It's not white border.
Now you get lands.
Oh yeah.
Calvin enjoys getting his lands, apparently.
Yeah, hey, he needed that mana.
Take 2.
Yes. Or
Great, because he's
-1.
a 2/2, or he's a 1/1 plus a pump.
So yeah, you're right.
Put me
16.
say it again.
15. Takes 2 down to 15.
For a second there, I thought said he was like at 6, but it was taking 6. But
Fetch, yep. Yeah, I'm still not sure how he lost all that life last game.
yeah, we thought like the not drawing a card was like the worst play, but
I think the life total right there was the worst play.
it's just like oh, I don't know why, but I'm at 6. I'll take 6. Just,
Rhino number 2. I would almost cheer for that as hard as Spreading Seas number 2.
Go to 13.
14.
He was at 16. Or 17.
I was at 17.
Yeah, you take 3.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all creatures.
Yeah, all creatures. My bad.
Yep. So 14. Goif incoming. This is easily solved with this Relic Progenitus.
Mm-hmm. Plays a Temple Garden.
Now you're just trying to show off.
It's a Temple Garden. What else would it be?
It's a glare. It's a giant effing
It's
glare.
not even glaring that much, except for the corner where the name is.
It's definitely a glare. Look at that. Like, look, it's just one giant glare. It's not a land, it's a glare.
Okay, if the plains was on top of it, there'd be a glare there too. It's because his entire deck's foil.
I'm just saying, those artworks are miserable.
What if Chad had like foil spreading seas in his like bags? So he'd like take his opponent's spreading seas and put the foil one in play. Just like I don't roll this way.
I would approve. I would approve wholeheartedly.
It's like I don't tap non-foil.
So Calvin does have 4 unblockable damage here.
I'm actually looking for a set of foil spreading seas at the moment.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And plays them over his opponents, please, for the love of all that's holy.
If I could find a good deal on them, I'd definitely take some.
You guys hear this first. Chad Durdle Arthur is in fact looking for a play set of foil spreading seas.
Plays Relic here?
Master Waves?
Master Waves is pretty good. Get 7 tokens.
Yeah, the problem with the elements, though, they're all going to die instantly.
It's infinite, not 10.
You are correct.
Good.
It still does not play the Relic of Progenitus. What is going on here?
It does look like he in fact wants to take 4.
Yeah.
Well, at least he'll only be taking 4. Because the
Rhino is tapped
Tidebinder
down.
Mage is tapping down the Rhino.
Yeah.
And by 4, I mean 3.
Yeah. That 3/4 right now.
If Chad drew one of his Maelstrom Pulses here, they'd be pretty good.
Definitely be solid.
Put you to 10.
Put you to 3. Unless they...
Ooh, shiny. No, he says.
It's a 4/5. It's 5 different cards,
Okay.
but we went down one.
It's kind of tricky for us. But yeah.
You didn't see spreading seas.
But oof.
Enchantment, instant, sorcery, land, creature. Sure. Definitely.
So how much do you think Durdle was hoping to play that card?
Considerable amount.
Yeah. It still is only going to be 8 damage on the crackback.
So, in comes, what, 7 damage here?
No, it looks to be that way. Yep.
7? Unless he has a Lord. Lord ends this right now.
Mm-hmm. Because it gives all the other creatures +1/+1. There's 3 of them. He does have a Vapor Snag in hand.
Yeah.
And he does have that relic, but I don't think he knows it's there.
Yeah, I think he may have forgotten about it.
Because, like, the other card he's been touching... Well, he knows
looks
he has
like-
a Master.
If he hits Lord. Yep, that's it. That's 10. 10's you exactly.
Remand for Cursed card.
So,
That's pretty
6, 10, yep.
3, 6, 4, or 3.
So what do you think of a vintage deck that ran like 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Inquisition, 4 like Hymn to Turok? Like why isn't like discard more of a thing in vintage?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Why don't you think discard's more of a thing in vintage? Like there's
It's
not
just too slow. It's not.
So they're
It's
all
very.
-1.
You need to be very reactive in that
Or they're all
format.
1/1.
So like,
So 3 points.
Thoughtseize is acceptable, but it's very good in the combo decks, but control decks can't really take advantage of it.
So, like, they
Like,
don't apply to
so you don't think like a black red or like a black blue
there's
like
2 buffs
could be
for
like
each
just
one.
on like 4 Dark Ritual, 4 Thoughtseize,
Okay,
4
well, if you
Inquisition,
look at 2
4 like
buffs for each
Hymn to
one,
Turoks, and just try to get there with like some like other comboing ways.
no, because they can just refill their hand almost
Now,
instantly.
each
There's
one
so
of
many
these
like
get
draw
one buff, so they
3s
can
and
go 3
draw
buffs.
7s.
Yeah, they're
Like,
there.
It just, it's not a good
I see.
strategy.
He's a 1/1, 2/2, 3/3, 4/4. Oh yeah, it's 10.
Now that they finally decide that that was 10 damage, math
I know,
is
right?
hard.
It's not
And then
American
Jake
Stones.
throws the match slip at them like a stripper token,
Hey.
and
That's what we do with our strippers. We throw match slips at them.
Match
Something
slips.
in the second, I cast it.
Hey, we
That
gotta
was-
keep this somewhat kid-friendly, right?
What's the black white?
How is stripper token not kid friendly?
Can't counter
That's
board
perfectly
wipe.
kid-friendly. That's why I said match slips.
White blue. White blue. Yeah, not black white. Yeah, but I saw your.
You take 6. The painful truths are extremely painful for you. And these stupid scions are protecting me from Liliana.
Did the comment? Yeah. 10?
Actual stone
That's
rain?
the stone rain. This
What
is
are you
nuts.
doing?
Go. This is the situation. This is why.